that means.
Why don't we move on and talk about this movie that you saw that everybody on the internet like has fun making fun of based upon a popular book?
What's the popular book?
Boss Baby.
Oh, it's based off of a book?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I saw Boss Baby.
My kids really liked it. I think my wife actually kind of liked it too. What'd you think?
I got to say, I kind of liked it. It's not as dumb as you think it's going to be.
Should have won the Oscar over Coco.
No.
Did it deserve to be nominated?
What was it nominated for?
Best animated feature.
Oh, really?
What was it nominated?
Wow. It wasn't critically. It wasn't reviewed that greatly. I don't think it was like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, for everybody who thinks that I won't see a movie that's below whatever you think that threshold is, I saw this one and it's 50%. So the threshold is 50%. I don't know. I liked it. It's not as dumb as you think. It's like, basically it's not a spoiler to say this. It happens in the first 3 seconds of the movie.
The baby talks.
No.
And he sounds like Alec Baldwin.
The baby's talking. The baby's not talking.
Always be changing diapers.
No, always be. What does he say? He makes that joke in the movie. There's all references to things like Glengarry Glen Ross and Mojo Nixon and Skid Roper, which I'm sure like 6 people got. I actually Googled it to see how many people noticed the reference. It's like 3. No, it's basically like the baby talks. You don't know if the baby's really talking because the big brother has an active imagination. So you don't really know what's real, if it's real or if it's in his mind, which is cool. It works for the movie. It was cute. Ty really liked it. It was cool.
Good.
He's home for a week. We got to watch stuff.
You going to buy some Funko Pops?
He's not really into those. Not really like a big Funko Pop guy. He never expressed any interest in those.
I don't know many kids that are.
It's for man-childs.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, and it's funny because I know you bought some action figures earlier this week. Again, it's only Tuesday. You bought some action figures yesterday. Right. But it's hard to find like good action figures that are actually geared for children to play with. Right. I find it's a task.
Yep. And if you do find them, they're like $30 each.
Well, that's that's part of the problem is because those are adult collectibles. Like half the Marvel figures, there's the $10 ones, which you got, Ty, and I got probably too many of those for Elliot already. And
I saved so much money on canceling the plane ticket that Ty didn't have to go to Japan that I, $40 in Target
well,
figures.
Elliot, I was with him in the Target when they had the buy one get one half off, and he had his own money, and he was like $5 away from just getting all of them, and I was like, fine, I'll pitch in the
fuck you up. Nice.
Exactly. So we kind of went away with that big haul.
Let me know if you figure out how to get Rocket to hold the gun properly.
He can't. It's impossible.
How do they make a toy like that? What's wrong with people?
Because that's how toys for children should be. The holding the weapon should be awkward, but they should also survive a fall really well. And you should be able to pull out your building blocks and make a fort and have them all fight each other.
But wait, why can't they hold the gun?
Because that's what
it's too violent. Like you can't have a gun.
No, because Star-Lord holds his gun just fine. It's just the Rocket Raccoon.
But
I know.
As an engineer shipwreck, would that like really annoy you, or you just don't give a shit? Like the figure can't hold the gun that's designed for him.
It's annoying.
Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I'm not to that stage yet with the toys
like,
too much.
It's because
it's grim. It is grim.
Yeah, I said this to Cheapy earlier this week. It's it's anything that will keep Elliot playing with toys and using his imagination and building with his blocks. I will spend that money because I prefer him doing that than sitting in his room on his iPad.
Sure.
So, yeah. So I'm okay with that. He's not playing video games.
But most of the figures are crappy, though. Like, I mean, they're not as good as... I mean, an original Star Wars figures are
they're
much better.
I don't know if the quality of the original Star Wars figures, it wasn't like so amazing.
But even now, like, they feel like...
But
pretty
but
good.
no, they're not as good. And
Well,
I
now
think
they
that's part
wear
of the
out.
reason.
They're worn out.
They're not as good. Although he does like the Thor one a lot. He hooked up like those finger lights, and he strapped them to the arms and the legs of his Thor, and he keeps saying that he was kidnapped by the Grandmaster. It's kind of funny. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, Boss Baby. I would recommend it. I don't know. A 10-year-old boy liked it, and I thought it was pretty good. Pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Decent enough. I also watched, I'm a big fan of Red Letter Media.
Yes.
They did a review, which is where they go back and look at an older movie, and they looked at Freddy Got Fingered, the Tom Green 90s. It's not even a cult movie because
It was a movie.
it was a
Tom
movie
Green
that came
made.
out.
Yep.
Did you watch the Red Letter Media thing? Either of you
I
guys?
watched like half of it.
Oh, okay. That's enough.
It's long.
It is
I'm
pretty
like,
long. It was interesting, though, I thought.
Yeah, it was interesting, but I got the idea.
Chip, did you watch? No.
I've seen Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, good.
I have not seen. I have not felt the need to go
To revisit it.
Freddy
I
Got
have
Fingered.
not seen Freddy Got Fingered, and now I don't have to.
Oh, I did. I like Tom Green. I was a big Tom Green fan. He was a big, tall, thin goofball.
I know who Tom Green is.
So that I considered myself in the same way back then. I still do, except I've not this winter because I put on some weight, but hopefully. Anyway, the fun thing about the Red Letter Media video is that they believe that it was all like a goof. The whole movie is a goof, and they point out parts in the movie where it's like, there's metaphors in the movie that are not too hidden about how it's like a big FU to the audience and to Hollywood. And just like, oh, wow, you're giving me $10 million to make a movie and I can just do whatever I want. Well, I'm going to make it really fucked up and shitty. And I don't know. So I was hoping that Tom Green responded to the video, but it doesn't look like he has. He hasn't said anything about
Has
it.
Tom Green responded to anything in the last decade?
He's on Twitter. He's active on Twitter. I checked. I mean, he doesn't have like 1 million
He
followers.
has
or
an
anything.
interview show on Access Television, Access,
I
the
don't
Mark
even know.
Cuban network.
I don't even know what that is.
At least he used to.
Tom
It wasn't a
Green.
terrible show. It was a pretty straight interview show.
He has
Tom
a Las
Green.
Vegas residency.
And he has
Nice.
that.
Oh yeah, he has like 300,000 Twitter followers.
Good for him. Way to stay employed for 20 years.
Yeah, but doesn't
I mean,
like
that's-
Justin McElroy
pretty
have
impressive.
like more than that?
Well, isn't
No, he
Justin
doesn't.
McElroy more talented?
He doesn't.
I don't know.
But it's close. It's too close. He was a legend. Anyway, you gotta if you've watched Freddy Got Fingered and you even know what that is, you got to check out the Red Letter Media review because it's. I believe them. I believe that it was. There's evidence there. Did you make it to the part with the guy in the cast, Wombat?
Guy in the cast. I
No.
honestly don't even remember.
Giving the finger to the audience,
Oh. No.
or the guy. Yeah. Anyway, guy saying basically, I can't believe they gave me all this money and I blew it on jewels.
Oh, yeah.
And-
That I saw.
yeah, I liked it. Do you agree with that theory or no, Wombat?
I mean, it sure it makes sense. I don't think Tom Green is stupid.
Right. Although he is stupid if he wanted to. I guess the movie broke even. It sounded
Hmm.
like. Anyway. Hey, what happened to all the new releases? I think it's time for them. Oh no, well we saw Ant-Man too, which was Ty really liked. He said it's his favorite Marvel movie.
It's a good Marvel movie. It's fun. It's a fun watch.
It's fun for kids.
Yep. So is Thor 3.
It's not that heavy. Some of the Marvel movies get a little heavy. When like Captain America is punching Iron Man. The shield's not your shield.
I'll be happy when we get away from the Batman phase at some point.
Oh, you're still, yeah. It'll, you gotta start showing the others, like, you gotta, like, weed in the other stuff. Not
But
necessarily.
there's nothing age appropriate that's Marvel.
What about the Marvel cartoon? The Avengers cartoon isn't bad.
I don't know. She likes her Batman.
Or is there any place that's streaming Superhero Squad?
She didn't like that.
No? I don't know. It's
No.
just a shot.
It's not very good. It's not nearly as good
It's-
as like a Lego Batman movie.
She may actually have outgrown that, so
Yeah.
I could get it. So I
She
could get
likes
that.
the Scooby Doo and Batman cartoons.
Isn't
as
there
well.
a Lego Marvel one too?
There's like shorts, and they're not.
No,
I don't think they're done by the A-Team.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess you just need to. Yeah, there's the Spider-Man cartoons, and what about the '60s Spider-Man cartoon?
She's watched some of that, but there's a lot of guns in that. I don't know.
What about you got a problem with the Second Amendment? What about
What about Smurfs? What's up with Smurfs?
Smurfs? Spider-Man's and the Smurfs.
He-Man.
Smurfs?
He-Man.
He-Man. She could watch some He-Man. She's alright with that.
Huh.
There's plenty of stuff she'll watch, but if I ask her what she wants to watch, it's Batman. It's Batman.
Damn.
And she also keeps asking me now where we can go to meet Batman.
Which Batman does she like to watch?
The Lego Batman.
That's a good question.
Okay.
A really good question.
Where
I know.
can you go?
Do you know what I googled today?
What? Where can I
Where
meet
can
Batman?
my kid go to meet Batman?
Batman.
What'd you find out?
Times Square.
Yeah. It wasn't the answer, but that's the one. I was like, Times Square, Sunset Boulevard. These are the places I've seen Batman before.
I see a Batman every day
When you come to
I'm
New
walking
York.
to work.
How is that Batman in Times Square?
It's a guy in a Batman costume.
I mean, is it a good suit? Is it?
Not really.
No. Damn.
Yeah.
See, I was
there are
Googling
worse
to see if, like, because we're going to Disney, she knows, like, the whole thing comes up because she knows Batman's not going to be at Disney World.
Batman will not be at Disney World.
Right. She understands that. She's like, okay, it'll be Spider-Man and his friends.
Disney World.
Right. And so I'm like, well, maybe he's at, like, Legoland. Maybe they have Lego Batman walking around because that would be perfect.
That would make sense.
But I could not find that information on their site. So I'm going to have to call Legoland and ask if Batman is there.
But maybe she won't be satisfied by Lego Batman.
No, I think she would be pretty down with Lego Batman.
Oh, okay. Are they two different things in her eyes, or it's the same thing?
She knows that there's differences, like because she knows
she's more goofy Lego Batman.
Well, he's somewhat equally goofy as Brave and the Bold Batman.
Brave and the Bold Batman is pretty cool. That's a good show. That's a good cartoon.
But she's familiar with all the different kinds of Batmans, and the ones that she has to wait until she's older to watch. She knows those as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still bummed they took that off Netflix. Brave and the Bold. That's been like years.